Recruitment preparation for pursuing a cabin crew career. Introduction to the module. As cabin crews are playing a substantial role in the industry, they are to be selected carefully by the human resources. The desired corporate skills sought for the crews are a motivation to deliver high-standard customer service, team skills and commercial awareness. In addition to these skills, it is necessary that an individual be interviewed and upon successful application and satisfy all other industry needs. For that, they need to follow some procedures. Topics to be covered in this module are: know what the airline wants. Be organized. Prepare resumes and letters. Guidelines for correspondence. The cover letter. The application process. The application form. On to the interview. Know what the airline wants. The airline is looking for an individual with poise, an attractive, neat appearance, maturity, sensitivity and considerable interpersonal skills, enthusiasm and good attitude, responsibility, awareness, intelligence, friendliness and sociability. An adequate general education, some college study is preferred. The ability to communicate well. And an excellent work history. It wants to know about your motivation and aptitude for public contact work, your energy level, your initiative, your work standards, your adaptability. Be organized. A cabin crew aspirant's first step to prepare for the recruitment process is to be organized. Start a file or job search log to keep an accurate record of which airlines you write requesting applications, the airlines to which you submit resumes, and the submission dates. A job search log will make it easy for you to keep up with your status with respect to every airline you might like to work on. A typical file will include news articles about the company, a list of the company's minimum qualifications, copies of complete employment applications, records of updates and revisions, telephone numbers of contacts, and letters of recommendation. Add to the file whatever you feel will be helpful, but do not include irrelevant data. Request applications from a broad range of airlines. Use a resume package, including a current resume, a cover letter, and a self-addressed, stamped envelope. Send completed applications with cover letters and resumes to a broad range of airlines, at least 10 to 20. Update your files every few months, or any time you have a change in qualifications, address, or telephone number. Reapply every 6 months to a year with a new application and resume, more frequently if possible. Network with your friends to find job opportunities. Call and visit prospective employers regularly. Use an answering machine or service to provide 24-hour phone coverage. Brace yourself for facing several interviews. One reason you want to stay in touch with so many airlines is that people often flunk their first interviews. Learning how to interview well takes practice, so a couple of interviews with companies by which you do not mind being rejected could be beneficial. You do not want your very first interview to be for your dream job. Prepare resumes and letters. Your second step is to construct a professional and grammatically correct letter indicating your interest in being employed by XYZ company and requesting a flight attendant application form. This letter should be addressed to the manager of in-flight services. Include a self-addressed, stamped envelope. Apply to as many companies as you can. If you do not apply, you will not be hired, no matter how many new flight attendants are being added by an airline. Furthermore, having an application on file allows you to update as your qualifications improve. Another method of obtaining an application is to pick one up in person. Many airlines have them available at their ticket counters. You may pick these up when you travel, or you could have a friend or relative residing near one. Choose the companies that you most want to work for and update with them frequently. Do not limit yourself by being too selective. If a company is hiring, update every month. Update at least every 6 months. Of course, your update correspondence should restate your desire to work for the company. Include any additional experience you might have gained since your last letter. Since most incoming mail is handled by clerks who simply shuffle letters from one department to another, a good business letter, one that includes your full name and address, and a clear statement of purpose, will get the best results. Your correspondence reflects you and your personality. Through your letter, you make an impression, good or bad. Pretentiousness in correspondence is just as offensive as it is in a face-to-face situation. The offense is amplified because the letter is a permanent record glaring at the reader in black and white every time it is read. From the reader's viewpoint, the letter is you. So be sure that it represents you in a fitting manner.